Hey, how you doing? Hans Schaff here, The Real Hans. And I want to shoot a quick video today. I just wrote a new blog post that I'm still putting together, and it has to do with the current investing environment today. There's a lot of money on the sidelines today. For years and years, right, the stock market had always gone up. Housing prices always appreciated, it had always gone up, right? Bonds were a safe place to put your money, and you could still get some kind of a return on it because inflation was low, and the percentage rates of these, basically the yields you could earn on these bonds were still, enough where you could still eke some kind of income out of them if you had $1 million, $2 million in the bank. So what do you do today, in today's economic climate? What do you do in a market that's so volatile, where some people lost their entire retirement accounts, their 401ks completely wiped out from what happened, just a few years ago during the huge stock market crash that we had. But of course today stock market's at an all-time high, so why aren't people reinvesting back in the stock market? Well, I believe that people are scared. They're afraid to put their money in places because, first of all, they don't know what's going on. There's just so much uncertainty in the economy today. Taxes keep changing, keep going up. You've got Obamacare, you've got this regulation, that regulation. Bills going through Congress that no one even knows what's in them until they pass them, and all this craziness going on, right? So what's an investor supposed to do? What is someone who's got a little bit of money, or maybe a lot of money, and they're trying to figure out, well, what can I do? I'm used to making good money. I'm used to taking my money and growing it, and turning my one asset into multiple assets, taking my cash and investing it so that it can grow and grow, so that I have a retirement, so that I have some income to live off. What do those people do? And for those people who are in that situation, I want to encourage you to, first of all, change. Because you've got to understand, obviously by now, you probably are aware, maybe you're in denial and not admitting it to yourself. However, you must understand that things have changed. Today we're in the information age. The industrial age and all the ideas and the investing philosophies and strategies, things that worked back 10, 20, 30 years ago, are no longer working today. I mean, look at the price of gold. It used to be $250 an ounce. Was that way for years and years and years. And then all of a sudden, now we're at $1,600 an ounce. Silver was $2, $4 per ounce. Okay, does that mean you need to take all your money and put it in gold and silver? No, that's not what I'm suggesting either, because what we're talking about here is some way to get your money to work for you, right? So how do you get your money to work for you? That's really the concept here that I'm putting together in this blog post. And first of all, you've got to understand, because things have changed, you too must also change. You've got to develop new skills, a new skill set. You've got to be learning. You've got to be willing to sharpen your pencil a little bit and try and figure out what you can do today to take advantage of what's going on today. Because in these periods of time, you've got inflation on the horizon, all this debt racked up by the country, and people would have thought that everything was going to fall apart years ago. And here we are 5 years later, 6 years later, and like I said, the stock market's at all-time highs. The housing market is somewhat stable, and what's really happening though today is the middle class is getting wiped out. The poor are getting poorer, and the rich are getting richer. So my question to you is, where do you want to be? Do you want to be in that segment of the former middle class? Do you want to be in the poor, or would you like to be in the rich, right? And of course, it's kind of a silly question, right? But some people listening to this, watching this video right now, have not made the mental shift in their mind to make the stance, to make the realization they need to change to be able to do and think the way that rich people think, right? In a situation like this, you've got to look at what's happening around you. Look at what's changing. Look where money's being made today. And that's what I want to share with you today, because in this blog post I'm going to share with you some things that you can do today where you can take as little as a $25 investment and multiply it, turn it into a $100 profit, $500 profit, $1,000 profit. I mean, imagine if you were to put in $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, what kind of returns you're going to be able to get on that kind of investment. And I'm going to reveal to you exactly what you can do when you read my blog post here today, which is going to show you where can you invest today, how can you double your money, and where should you be investing right now so you can actually make money on your money. Go ahead and read the rest of my article here. Click the link below if you're watching this on YouTube, and I'm going to share with you exactly what you can do today to actually make money on your money and not have your money just dwindle away, because as we know today, people are scared of the stock market. The bond market is not a safe place to go because of how much debt the U.S. has, and also how low the returns are today because of our debt situation. And I have the solution for you. Not talking about 5% returns, 2% returns, or even a 10% return. We're talking multiple 100% returns. And I'll show you how to do that. If you go ahead and read the article and click on the link below this video, and you will find out how you can make money in today's economic climate and crazy, uncertain world. Take care, Hans Schaff, The Real Hans.